So, among AR use cases showing signs of consumer traction and a real business case, immersive shopping has been an early standout. And this is what we call camera commerce, and it's the topic of the latest Artillery Intelligence report, including market size estimates, narrative analysis, and case studies. So what is camera commerce? We're talking here about AR experiences that help consumers visualize and contextualize products through their smartphone camera before purchasing. And its advantages include bringing more visual context and confidence to consumer purchase decisions. And that's, of course, been amplified in the last year as it brings more dimension to e-commerce, thereby piggybacking on e-commerce's COVID-era inflections. And looking forward, we project it to drive and influence consumer purchases to the tune of $58 billion in spending by 2025. So camera commerce mostly plays out in two ways, which are product visualization and visual search. So product visualization involves remotely simulating commercial items on faces and spaces, as we like to say. And visual search is all about pointing your phone at nearby products to get information on or purchase them. So one is done remotely to visualize products and the other is done in proximity to contextualize something that's in view. Now the former, product visualization, has gained earlier traction, but the latter, visual search, could surpass it eventually. And that's simply due to the high intent use case, much like web search, of actively seeking information about a nearby product. So going deeper on product visualization, it's become a popular camera commerce modality, and consumer brands like it because it can boost engagement and performance in shopping contexts. So that includes higher conversions for product purchases, as well as reducing return rates, both of which result from a purchase decision that's more visually informed. And we project this AR modality to gain value as it continues to expand to the rear-facing camera to augment the broader canvas of the physical world, as opposed to selfie-based AR, which is limited to the products that can go on one's face. So moving on to visual search, it continues to gain traction as a way to visually identify unknown items. And Google so far is the leader, not surprisingly, and it's starting with general interest subjects like pets and flowers to seed broader demand. But the real opportunity will be with commercial products such as fashion items. Now beyond Google, Pinterest is showing lots of promise in visual search because of its visual shopping persona. SnapScan is also developing visual search use cases that utilize AI and data from partners in different product categories. As for distribution channels, camera commerce takes place in a variety of consumer touchpoints, the most prevalent today being social apps like Snapchat and Instagram. Now, over time, we're bullish on web AR to emerge as an AR shopping channel due to its frictionless activation and compatibility with a wider range of devices. But meanwhile, a gating factor for camera commerce is the supply chain of 3D virtual assets. So, in order for products to be visualized through AR, the experience requires detailed 3D models. And this is challenging because creation workflows are rigorous, making it difficult to scale asset production. So things like file size, for example, are an issue on mobile devices. So compression and optimization technologies will be valuable enablers as this value chain develops. So that just scratches the surface, and you can see more in the full report. But in closing, one question is if camera commerce's COVID-era growth will sustain. And we believe it will to some degree, as its merits have sort of been exposed during this period. And beyond its natural use in e-commerce, it can empower physical retail shoppers as well, with more information in store aisles, for example. But in all cases, we believe it will be a valuable component of the post-COVID world.